Now, the 7th movie on my list is considered bad according to the internet. It's called Valiant, year 2005, directed by Gary Chapman. Now, the story of this movie is about a determined small pigeon named Valiant, where the movie setting is during World War II, from England. Now, Valiant, being inspired by previous war messenger birds or carrier pigeons, wants to and dreams of becoming one as well. And even though he's small and underestimated a lot, still decides to join a team of pigeons whose duty is to carry out important messages across dangerous territories. And along the way, he gets a team of friends, his best friend Bugsy, with also Lofty and the 2 other brothers, named Toughwood and Tailfeather. They all faced against enemy birds, treacherous weather, and bombs, while trying to deliver critical intelligence to the Allies. However, through courage and teamwork, but also clever tactics, Valiant will be able to prove to others that even a smaller size hero to win a crucial mission can make a huge difference. And in the climax, he successfully delivers a key message that helps the Allied forces, earning recognition and respect from his peers. The film ends in a triumphant note, which the story kind of highlights bravery, part of Valiant and his friends. But with all that being said, let's take a look at now why this movie is bad according to the internet.
According to the internet, the movie Valiant has 3 main weaknesses. Number 1, a generic underdog story. Number 2, outdated animation. And number 3, weak character development. Now back to you.
So the number one reason, this movie being a generic underdog story. This is sort of true. I think a good majority of all underdog stories, the main characters are mostly on the smaller side.
What?
Which is not the worst thing ever, but seeing this movie, other than the setting being in a World War II scenario, and it also adds some historical vibes to it, but its simple pattern of the training montage, facing a nemesis, and risking life situation to deliver a crucial message doesn't really add more deeper story to it, and this movie offered very few surprises and less impactful scenes or even messages of its own. The lack of originality makes the movie feel a little bit safe and a bit formula-like rather than engaging or emotional, compelling enough story. They could have added some unique twist to it other than Valiant wanting to just prove himself and finding out the enemy's plan, undercover hidden secrets, without just simple bravery but more creativity. Another thing is using more strategy than luck. A lot of smaller characters succeed a lot of the time because of ways of using their intelligence, and with that would make their hard work more seen instead of it just being given. Also, there was no personal internal conflicts at all. We just don't really know the main character, his past, his background. If he could implement his deeper feelings of fear of letting people down, the guilt of making mistakes, and showcasing challenges or struggles, could have gotten a better understanding of the main character Valiant, but it wasn't enough, so I would have to agree on this one. The second reason why this movie is bad according to the internet is outdated animation. This one is true. Compared to other studios and films, the CGI felt flat. There was less detailed in the design and not very smooth, which is why it kind of looked like a low budget film, but the cast was pretty decent. I was kind of surprised when Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars was the main voice character for the main character. So I would assume the budget was supposed to be decent, but it did look stiff and unnatural. But it did look like they tried. It kind of looked good enough. So the design was, I guess, it wasn't so bad. But one thing I would say, the wings looked a little bit weird. Also, they can all fly because they're birds, but I think in the story of the movie, they didn't utilize it that much. But I guess I can disagree on this one because for its unique character look. The third and last reason why this movie is bad according to the internet is, again, weak character development, which also I 100% agree on this one. Each one of them just exists, but never really felt like we understood them at all. It was like each of them had their specific roles, but besides those, nothing more. There was not many exploration on each of the characters' directions or development throughout the entire movie. At least that's what I think. They introduced several different characters, but with very simple personality, and they don't really show too much growth, which unfortunately makes them less memorable and less emotionally engaging for the audience. General Von Tal didn't seem like he was doing too much in the beginnings. The rats were different and interesting, I guess, but nothing more. Lofty has some personality, I guess, but the movie doesn't really give him a strong transformation. Also, they didn't give him a backstory to explain why he was so fearful. I mean, did something happen in the past? A failed mission perhaps? Or did he do something that he regretted? Basically what I'm trying to say, they could have added more. The actors had little expressive opportunities with this movie, and it just didn't seem to come together instead of showing character growth during some of the missions and to create stronger relationship between them. With the pigeons, I mean. Also, some of the scenes didn't really make sense to me, like the parachute. They are birds with wings that can fly. I think they really rushed in with this movie, and that in turn makes it less developed with too little substance to work from or to go off on.